Severe flooding has triggered widespread chaos across France as powerful torrents of water have swept cars away, submerged roads, and left entire villages cut off, forcing residents to rely on boats for transportation. The country now faces what is being described as its worst flooding in the past 40 years, following relentless heavy rainfall that began on Thursday, October 17, 2024. The south of the Loire region has been particularly hard hit, as continuous downpours have overwhelmed drainage systems and natural waterways.
Oh, le Marcellus est inondé.
As a precaution, authorities have opened the floodgates of two major dams, Grand Gent and Villeris, in an effort to manage the increasing water levels. However, the floodgates release has had its own dramatic consequences. In the northern part of the department, water gushing from the dams continued to intensify as the day progressed. Early Thursday morning, the outflow rate was 240 cubic meters per second, but by the afternoon, the authorities had to open 4 additional valves, resulting in an outflow of 488 cubic meters per second. This further escalated, pushing the water discharge beyond a staggering 900 cubic meters per second, as rivers swelled uncontrollably. Onlookers, drawn to the rare and terrifying sight, crowded the road overlooking the Grand Gent Dam to witness the force of nature up close. Cars lined the entire length of the dam, parked far upstream, all the way to the nearby staff housing.
C'est la maison Vitaly, ça.
The spectacle was mesmerizing but dangerous, as the river's level below the dam rose dramatically. Normally, the water is a modest 1 meter deep, but by Thursday afternoon, it had surged to an alarming 3.30 meters. The increased water levels continued to put downstream communities at risk as rivers overflowed their banks. Meanwhile, social media platforms were flooded with shocking images and videos showing the devastation across the country. In the southwestern city of Bayonne, torrential rain caused the Adour River to breach its banks, turning streets into rivers. The rising water submerged buildings, parking lots, and roads, leaving entire neighborhoods underwater. Authorities swiftly responded by closing access to the most affected areas and issuing evacuation orders. Residents were urged to avoid putting themselves at risk by taking unnecessary photos or videos of the flooding. However, the urge to document the chaos was hard to resist for many. The disaster has brought significant disruption to critical wine-producing regions, particularly the Rhône and Loire valleys, which are under high alert. Officials have cautioned against crossing any flooded areas, whether by car or on foot, as strong currents could sweep away even the most cautious. Roads and infrastructure have been severely impacted, with several highways rendered impassable. Emergency services have been working round the clock to ensure the safety of residents, but the continuous rain and high waters have made it an uphill battle. This catastrophe comes just weeks after Central Europe experienced its worst floods in over 2 decades, highlighting the growing threat of extreme weather across the continent. France's situation echoes the devastation seen in Germany, Austria, and the Czech Republic, where torrential rains also led to significant flooding in September, pushing emergency response teams to their limits. The increasing frequency of such catastrophic weather events has fueled discussions on the impact of climate change, as countries across Europe struggle to cope with the new reality of unpredictable and extreme weather patterns. With no immediate end to the downpour in sight, French officials continue to brace for more flooding, issuing warnings for other vulnerable regions.